Hey guys, Malagant here. We're going to be looking into quickly, hopefully, in knight leveling. How would I go about leveling a new knight if I was playing a new character from like a fresh account, let's say, not necessarily having like any items, no ultimatum, no gold, no currency, etc. Um, to be honest with you, it's pretty smooth sailing if you just follow the rules of like sustain, movement speed, and damage. Remember those three things. When I say sustain, it means a little bit of health, life on hits, and mana on hits. You could certainly use something like life regeneration, life leech, or mana regeneration and mana leech as well. But I definitely prefer the on-hit versions, especially in the early game while leveling. Later on, you have really good strong, let's say strong itemization, and it's going to be giving you pretty much like all of the things that you need, including with like legendaries in the game. Those have like some really ridiculous mana regeneration stuff, such as this one. Then you will never need mana anymore if you can find something like this, of course. But there are other stuff if you cannot find this anyways. That out of the way, until you like, there's some thresholds when it comes to knight, right? First and foremost, I just uploaded a video on my YouTube channel about loot filter. I would definitely recommend you to check it out. It's about like 5 minutes of a video, and it's not going to be taking too long of your time, and it will tell you about like not only the highlighted stats, but also the loot filter and how to set it up for both leveling and also for the late game, what you want to do with it. That out of the way, for this new knight, I would highlight movement speed, maybe max health, raw damage 100%, and then I would highlight critical strike chance. I would probably highlight life on hits and mana on hits as well, maybe mana regen too, because the mana can actually be like pretty annoying at the very early on if you don't have any regeneration whatsoever. When it comes to the knight's choice, I have only selected haphazard champions so far, and I'm extremely enjoying how this character is playing. There's going to be an updated build guide in my YouTube channel very soon as well, if you would like to see it. Because like the last time I made the video about like my build, I was on like level 80 or something. Now it's 99, and the character is definitely getting stronger, and I have like better ideas of like what to do. Let's talk about the skill. So like this Ascension skill would probably be set up the way that it is right now. Remember, in this game there's some sort of like a noob trap. It's not so well explained, but you can only equip one of these per row, guys, to modify your ability. You can definitely max them all if you have this, currency, but while leveling you won't have the currency. And the point to max those all out is because it's written on the top left, is because it ends up giving you, everything ends up giving you raw damage that you modify over here. But when it comes to supporting the ability, the selected one is the only one that is supporting. That out of the way, I will start leveling with Mighty Swing on my basically primary slot. I would 100% go for Grappling Hook, and then I would go for Whirlwind and start playing the way that I'm playing right now. Something very cool about Whirlwind is that like it scales its damage with movement speed, and this makes a huge, thanks to this node over here, this makes a huge difference when it comes to leveling. You can gain movement speed from several different items in this game, namely boots and cloak, I think, but there's some like other stuff as well. Try to like pay attention to them, and then obviously you get a lot of damage from there. The same thing can be said from Bravery over here. It is an incredible boost when it comes to your movement speed. When you start just moving incredibly quick, and you don't necessarily have like any sustain issues or any issues with like killing things, with Whirlwind, the leveling just becomes a breeze, and it's incredibly fun to play. I cannot stress this enough. The fact that like movement speed makes you like transition faster and at the same time scales your main damage is ridiculous. It's very, very good. So that would be my suggestion. I think Whirlwind unlocks around like level 17 or something. I honestly don't remember, but Whirlwind would be my bread and butter when that level comes, and I would scale raw damage, movement speed, mana on hits, and just like run as fast as possible with this node. It is just beautiful, honestly. Your damage is going to be coming mostly from like your crits and raw damage, and using a weapon that has good Reaper damage on it. Don't worry about weapons too much. The best, I think, Reaper raw skill damage weapon in the game right now is the Big Fury, but there are a couple of like other good options as well. So if you end up like finding anything that scales pretty good skill damage, raw damage, reaper damage, what have you, those are going to be fitting you nicely as well. When it comes to this screen right over here and how you would be leveling your character up, would honestly be, again, movement speed at the start. You could certainly like look into a little bit of movement speed coming from there, and I would build up to Gift of the Ancestral Speed at the very end, which is coming to you at the end of the acts. I think so, around like level 36 or something. I really don't recall exactly what level I was when I finished the acts, but it might be something like that. So it's not going to be taking you too long, and along the way it's going to be giving you some raw damage as well. This right over here, I'm going to work how this one exactly works, especially for this character, later in the build video that I'm going to be talking. When it comes to your attributes, guys, you could certainly play with the bravery, as I just mentioned, and it's going to be very good. But if you have, by all means, any problem surviving, you could certainly like put a couple of points into toughness. The same thing goes for like savagery. It's pretty offensive, it's very good. Few clicks over here if you have a strong weapon, for instance. The couple of multipliers to reaper damage over here, which is the weapons damage, is pretty good stat. The same thing can be said for like the start of Fury. It's giving you flat crit chance. If you just spend like 10 points into this, you're going to be getting 10% crit strike base, which is pretty huge. The same thing can be said, only 5 points into Determination gives you 28 mana regeneration. So in this game, on the go, you're capable of respecking anything that you can think of on the go. Like it's just never stopping. So let me put it this way. If there's an encounter where I feel like just because I swapped those boots now I'm not moving faster, well, maybe the boots are giving a little bit more armor now, I don't need the points in the toughness. Immediately just open the screen, take those points out, and put it into bravery. Then you're going to be feeling better. This was maybe not a best example. The same thing can be said for like a mana regeneration on the Determination. Perhaps like you just realized that those chest piece that you deleted had some mana regen and apparently it was keeping you pretty good sustained. Now it doesn't feel that way. Well, just put 5 points into Determination for the time being until you fix that. You know, like that kind of movability instead of cookie cutter things on your character attributes. If you would like see my timeline when it comes to this character attributes swaps for my character, you would be amazed, honestly. From like full bravery into maybe like 10 points of toughness and then full determination and then back to full savagery. Like I've been messing around way too much, and every single time it did manage to shine in one side, certainly. Now I'm gonna stop this video over here. I don't necessarily know if this was useful actually when it comes to like leveling a knight, but I've gotten a few comments on my build guide saying that like please show us how to level knights, and this is pretty much like what I would do. These are my thoughts behind it. I don't really have like a level 1 knight anymore. I don't really want to like level a new character, but if you really need me to, perhaps on one of my streams in the future, in near future, I would do. But I'm still progressing my main character. I'm not like nowhere near done, so I'm not going to take the time to like level up a new knight, at least not at the moment. Thank you very much for watching, and if you have like any questions, please feel free to ask them in the comments down below. Leave a like as well, it really helps out the channel. Thank you. Catch you next time.